So this is a video of just all of my most anticipated games for 2015, and I've got two really big ones that I'm looking for in this upcoming year. And if you don't know, I play a decent amount of games. I'm not usually playing like 4 to 5 hours or 6 hours a day, but when I do get time on weekends, I really do enjoy a good video game. But I'm not so much into the long haul 8-hour, 10-hour play session type RPGs or anything. So that's just a little precursor of what I like in a video game. So looking at 2015, there's a ton of games coming out, and I'm pretty excited about that because 2014 I was a little bit sad about what was coming out, and yet it turned out to be a pretty good year, honestly. So looking at 2015, there are two games that stand out pretty much above all of the rest, for me at least. And that is Uncharted 4, which is a PlayStation exclusive. I loved Uncharted 1 and 2. I didn't quite finish 3, so I've got to go back and finish that on the PS3. And I really wish that Sony would release those as a collection on PS4 because just even though it's really easily connected, I've got the controller sitting around. I even use it for Netflix and HBO every once in a while. I'm not a big fan of using my PS3 anymore. There's just, it just takes time rather than, my Xbox One or PS4, which are really readily available. I'm used to using them now, and the PS3 just kind of feels like the console I don't want to use as much. So with Uncharted 4, I'm just really excited, and every time I look at more gameplay, and by more gameplay, I'm pretty much on a blackout now, starting this year. I don't want to see any more press. I don't want to see any more trailers for it. I'm sold on the game, and I don't want to get any more hype. But if you look at the PlayStation experience, they did like a 15-minute gameplay video, and it looks awesome. The last few games did suffer a little bit of kind of mob spawning, so you'd get to a point and you knew, once I stepped over this line, 20 more guys would come, or I have like 30 seconds after I kill this last guy, so I'm going to kind of drain him down to health. And it doesn't look like Uncharted 4 suffers from some of these issues. It looks a little bit more dynamic. You're climbing while you're shooting, and it just adds a lot more movement, kind of just more free roam movement, but not to the extent of something like a Mirror's Edge, where it's kind of all about free running and shooting at the same time. The other game is a little bit unexpected for me, and that would be Splatoon. Splatoon is this new kind of arena shooter type thing from Nintendo, but it looks really fun and quirky. The idea is that you're this human type thing that can transform into like squids, but the squids swim inside of like ink that you shoot out of a paintball gun. Really quirky, really fun sounding. The reason I'm most excited about it is because there's not been a game in a long time where I've just smiled and laughed just playing the game. I mean, I know that there's a lot of games that try to be funny, but this isn't that. It's just the dynamic of the game looks fun, and that's probably what's most exciting to me about it, is that you're just doing something completely different. It takes something like a first-person or third-person shooter and just turns it on its head, makes it say, we're not serious at all. We're just having a lot of fun, and this is, I don't know if it's going to be a party game per se, but it looks like something where I can pick up a few matches, completely lighten up my day, not be too competitive about it, and just, have a good time. So that's why I like Splatoon, and that's why I like Uncharted. I'm probably going to do a video of the games that that I thought I would be excited about, but I'm not. But most of it revolves around with 2015 is either one of two things. I think they need to be in the oven a little bit longer. So there's a lot of games that we've seen almost no footage of, and while they're coming from good publishers and good developers, it's a little bit like John Oliver's joke that the Chinese food is delivered way too quick. we haven't seen anything of games that are coming out in a matter of months from, you know, some of the largest franchises, that being Zelda, Star Fox, some of the Star Wars games. We haven't seen anything about those, and that just really worries me that they're trying to say that these are going to be ready. And I don't want to get hyped, and I don't want to get let down, but I also don't want a game that's going to come out and not be what we expect from these kind of names. And then the other group of things is just too much hype. Either they've been pushed back and now, you know, I'm burnt out on them, or, you know, they keep promising things, or they're just pushing DLC. There's a lot of things, and I'll cover that probably in my next little video. But yeah, that's kind of my top 2 games for 2015 so far are Uncharted 4 and Splatoon. So I'll see you guys next time, and that's it for today's video vlog.